I remember the moment when I first came to Creek Harbour with my family. We took a walk along this beautiful marina. And probably the first thought that popped into my head was, what kind of views do people have in these buildings on the front line? And in this video, we'll not only answer that question, but also look at an apartment that we currently have for sale. Here we have a 2-bedroom apartment, 117 meters. By the way, for those not familiar with the creek, there's this huge promenade by the marina with various venues and cafes. There's also a really cool walking area here. And here we are, literally walking away from the marina, going up the steps, and there's the grand building. Actually, we bought this apartment with a client once, and now we're selling it. And why we chose the building called the Grand, even though there are other alternatives on the front line of the marina. The thing is, the harbour residence buildings are already a bit outdated on the inside. Those are these towers standing on the front line, and this one too. I mean, the apartments there have decent views, but by the time you reach your front door, your opinion of the complex will sour a bit. Alright guys, let's go check out the views. Actually, when we were buying this apartment, we looked at probably 20 different options in Creek Harbour and ended up choosing this one for this very reason. Oh, by the way, we have huge panoramic windows here. As you can see, there are even 3 windows. But the most interesting part is right here. So you have a full view of the marina, which is beautiful both day and night. And also a direct view of the Burj Khalifa. In this area, there are plots of land where construction is only allowed up to 5 floors, so this view will never be blocked. Anyone familiar with Creek Harbour knows that over there is the spot where everyone is told to come at sunset to take photos against the skyline, when the setting sun lights up the city from behind, creating a beautiful panorama. Yeah, all the tourists come to take photos at that exact spot. You have an apartment with the exact same view, so you have arguably one of the best views of the sunset side of Dubai in the entire city. There's actually a really cool balance here, because from the high floors the view is, you know, like on Google Maps. I mean, you're looking down at everything like this. But here you're sort of surrounded by all this beauty. The water is close by, and there's a great view of the marina. Now, I've come up to the highest floor in this building. There's a fairly large observation deck here with an amenities area. And let's just see, well, if the view is good here. This is why I say the view in this apartment is really cool. Because look, we're now on the 70th floor, looking in the same direction as from the apartment. And as you can see, even the same marina looks, well, completely different from here. So you're not exactly surrounded by all this beauty, but you're looking down on it as if from Google Maps. But naturally, besides all the beauty, you also see a lot of what's going to be built. Again, of course, it's a matter of taste, but as for me, views of this format, they're, well, not exactly a strong selling point. Again, in my opinion, it's better to be surrounded by this beauty at a middle or lower floor level, I mean the water, the marina, than to look at it all from a bird's eye view. By the way, Creek Harbour will be developing in this direction, meaning it will be built up further over here. And for the most part, the most interesting and liquid part of this area will be located right here, on the island. And of course, the most interesting stuff will be on the first line to the water with the best views. By the way, the Cove building is also very interesting. Alright guys, let's head back to the apartment. So friends, well, the room zoning here is pretty clear basically. Over there we have the lounge area, the TV, and a wonderful panorama of the city. Here we have the dining area with a table for 6, and again, with great views of the Burj Khalifa. Well then, let's go further and check out the layout. Here we have 117 meters and 2 bedrooms. By the way, right at the entrance we have a huge so-called laundry room or utility room. So a washing machine will easily fit here, and you could also add some shelves. Straight down the hall is the living room we were just in, and to the right are the bedrooms. This is the first bathroom with a shower, which belongs to this bedroom. From the bedroom we also have a lovely full view of the water. Honestly, no matter which way you look, it feels like you're on some kind of cruise ship. Look at this. Just imagine, you wake up in the morning and the very first thing you see is a beautiful, breathtaking view like this. A beautiful promenade and the water. Great. This is the master bedroom with a large bathroom and a bathtub. A new bed is arriving here soon. The owner ordered it for $2,000. Well, a bed with a mattress. And there's also a wardrobe area here. It's actually quite spacious and roomy. a bathroom of this format with a tub and 2 wash basins. For plumbing, we have Grohe and Villeroy and Boch here. And by the way, in this bedroom we also have this small balcony with a view of the address. This building right here is called the address. It's lit up in blue in the evening, so it'll look beautiful both at night and during the day. And we also have a view of the building's infrastructure here. So, friends, speaking of this building, the Grand, it's one of the best buildings overall in terms of amenities at Creek Harbour. Not only is it in a great location almost at the end of the island, giving it the best views towards the Burj Khalifa and the water, but the amenities are basically comparable to what's in the address, a branded building. But at the same time, you get almost all the same things, but for a much lower service charge price. This is the building service fee. So the Grand has tennis courts, a barbecue area, and a children's playground. You also saw the cool infinity pool, which we'll go back and check out now. And all this for a very reasonable price in terms of building maintenance. Well guys, we have such a great apartment for sale here. If you're interested, feel free to write or give me a call. All the contact details are below this video. We'll discuss both the price and the buying process. Overall, regarding the apartment, it's just a great balance of the building's location, its quality, the view, and the floor level. Alright guys, let's not make this video too long. For any questions, write or call. I'm always available. And see you soon in the next videos.